want to see those things and know, so apart from even the ancient history, there are even the recent past history also. We show the children and the upcoming generation so they'll get to know.
That's actually
even
good.
things that we use today, very soon they will
it'll be
become
history.
obsolete. So we keep
That's
them in
true.
the
Yeah.
museum to show the future generation also, so that they will know that these things, were
Was
used. Like the telephone. The telephone we have one of them. This is even a modern.
Yeah.
There was that.
That
type
was modern. Then there was the one that was
there was that type that you.
Was it rotary or?
Yes,
Oh.
rotary, yes. Then there was this one, and today we don't have those things functioning again. So such things we keep in the museum, and we document them to tell the story of when they were in use.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Okay. Coming to the museum, what I observe, no disrespect, is that I've seen a lot of cracks on the wall.
Yes.
Are you not afraid that one day this management you have been doing might, fail you? This is your office. One day it just come, God forbid, it falls, because I can still find some cracks here. Yeah. So what will you appeal to? I know our governor, our righteous governor, a religious man, pastor Umaino, is all about tourism. Like, we have gone around the states and we have seen that he's into tourism. So can't you, what do you have to say to him if he sees this video to do about, because this is Akwa Ibom. This is Akwa Ibom. So, and he is the number one man in Akwa Ibom right now that also loves tourism. So what are you appealing to the pastor, the governor, to do for the National Museum in Uyo, in the capital city?
I'm here trying to do a tour.
Yeah, because this is an embarrassment that we come all the way down to Akwa Ibom just to, I like to see the beauty of Akwa Ibom, because this is the first place we are like, okay, let's come and see the museum, the history, and then we come and then we have cracks all over the walls and no lights. See how she has turned red. Do you understand? And it's not actually funny, because any person, Akwa Ibom is now turning to like the capital of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because the road, the cleanliness and everything, the food, the culture is outstanding. The governor has really worked, and we have good leaders. Do you understand? They have actually worked so far to bring it up to this small Dubai.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. So we actually need to also leave the outside and come inside to where, when they come inside, they will make sure they will see like it's as beautiful both outside and inside the house. Yes. So what are you saying? What are you appealing to the governor?
Let me start by saying that the National Commission is a federal government organization, and we have offices all over the federation, like I said earlier. And the office in Uyo happens to be where we are now, and unfortunately the office in Uyo needs much attention. Normally when we write to our head office, we make memos, but the feedback we usually get is no money, no sufficient funds. But I want to cite the example of our neighboring state here, Cross River State. In Cross River State, we have a national museum there too. In fact, we have two there, the Slave History Museum and the Old Residency Museum. The museum in Calabar gained prominence when the then governor, Donald Duke, came into office. And he took the museum directly under his office. He was subventing the museum on a monthly basis. He was giving subvention, just like he gave to other MDAs in the states. He gave subvention to the museum on a monthly basis. And apart from that, he made sure that the museum was given a facelift and was brought up to world standard, to the extent that no visitor came to visit him that he will not personally take to the museum. That was what Donald Duke was doing. Until date, the museum in Calabar gets facelifts annually from the state government, even till date. It was Donald Duke also that built the Slave History Museum and handed over to the commission. So you know that till date, he is still, the state government is still taking care of the museum, both museums in Calabar. So the same can happen here in Akwa Ibom State. You know, if the National Commission does not have what it takes to bring up the museum in Uyo, the museum is the face of culture in Uyo. It's the face of Akwa Ibom State, let me put it that way.
Yes.
So if the government can come to the aid of the museum to give it a facelift, to make it a befitting destination for tourists to come to, that will give the right picture of what the state is, you know,
Yes.
at first glance, you know, that would be very, very welcome. It will help the state, but you know, tourism, the government, just like you rightly pointed out, the governor, the sitting governor, Pastor Omobasi, PhD, is very, very serious on tourism. And we can see that from what he has done in the states. He has made the state to be tourist friendly in different